Hippity hoppity to potato lovers. Disclaimer, I mean no disrespect to the Couch Up creators by making this video. I have nothing but love for the old and the new members. I'm making this video as my way of form of tribute. Hippity hoppity, potatoes for everybody. We are gathered here today to mourn the loss of a beloved YouTube channel, Couch Up. Not to weep over the fallen, but to live with joy and prosperity of their existence, their story, and their...
Doggo?
Jesus fucking Christ, have you heard about knocking?
Are you okay? Also, who is Couch Up?
I was not doing anything. I was just recording this video. Wait, what do you mean you haven't heard about Couch Up? What the actual fuck? You cretin! You absolute buffoon! You stinking little cumwipe! Well, I guess I'm gonna have to give you the rundown. Take a seat and grab yourself a drink. We're gonna be here a while. It's quite the tale. Couch Up is probably my favorite channel of all time. Their videos are super unique and endlessly entertaining, and in my opinion, extremely underrated. But if you're a relatively new fan, or just a random who's never heard about them before and somehow stumbled upon this video, or just a fan who's intensely making sure that I got everything down to the teeth correct, I'm trying my best. Please be nice if I get something wrong. I give you the rundown of the history of Couch Up. Before we just jump right into the meat of things, some of you may recall that about a year ago I made a video about a fallen YouTube channel called The Creatures. And in that video I mentioned that two people, James and Alex, broke off from the group to do their own channel. And that channel was aforementioned Couch Up. If you haven't seen the video, don't worry, cause I deleted it on accident. I don't know how it happened, but it sure did. But here's a recap of everything you need to know. This is James Wilson, who you might know as Uberhaxer Nova, and he started YouTube in 2008 by making his Let's Play content. At the time, he was one of the biggest gaming channels on YouTube and even went head to head in subscribers with the current #1 YouTuber, PewDiePie. He starts making videos for Machinima, and through that meets Jordan and a few others, and joins the aforementioned group of The Creatures at some point in 2010. The first couple of years run smooth, but it soon gets pretty rocky when old members begin to leave or get kicked out of the group. But new members also come in. However, one of these members was a guy named Alexander Marchant, or Immortal HD, who joined at some point in 2013. James and Alex quickly become best friends, doing duo streams together on the Creatures Twitch channel every other week, and become roommates. Do you like it? Takes up the whole wall. This is all well and good for a few years until the previously mentioned Jordan and his sidekick Dan decided that they wanted the Creatures to be more family friendly around 2016, which James and Alex weren't exactly fans of. They were naturally edgy and vulgar people, and they didn't enjoy having their style of comedy censored, so because of this, Alex and James began Couch Up. All caught up? Good. Now let's begin our timeline. On the 1st of April 2016, the Couch Up channel is created and the first video is uploaded. With an announcement being made a short time later that the channel is affiliated with Rooster Teeth and not connected to the Creatures at all, like a lot of fans coming from there thought. They started off the channel with an iconic Forbes interview video, which gave a positive start to the channel.
Wait a minute, hold on a second. There's a... Alexander, there's a fuck up on the blimp!
What's that?
It says cow chips, not cow chop!
Is this cow chips?
Along with Alex and James, the group consisted of Joe and Aaron, who were also previously involved with the Creatures, Trevor, a friend that Alex met through CSGO, and Brett, someone who had been involved with Rooster Teeth and Machinima for many years before that, who acted as some sort of manager at the time. They started off filming in a spare room at the creature's office for a year before moving the production to a house in Colorado. From then on, the house would endure the worst possible treatment from the boys, with food, flammables, and at one point, literal human fecal matter being thrown around in it and various things being destroyed. Poopy. Along with the destruction, a lot of growth happened for the cow shop in this house, such as the hiring of editors and later members, Anna and Asher, and also the hiring of intern and keeper of Stan, Jarrell. Then launching some iconic fan favorite merch such as
The Squiggly Cup!
And series such as Wrong Side of YouTube and Amazon Primetime. And then the wrestling show being developed and becoming fan favorites. Among these iconic videos that were created in what is called the House era, one of them stands out in particular. The Alex Stink Bomb prank. I know all of you catch-up fans watching know exactly where I'm going with this. Now, I'll be honest, this video isn't as destructive as some of their other videos in the same category, but it stands out, for this was the video that got him evicted from the Couch-Up house. In the video, we see Alex buy a military-grade stink bomb and setting it off in the house. Everyone is so horrified by the smell that they climb up on the roof and start throwing shit at each other. Metaphorical shit, this time. Then later on, Aaron finds that one of the bathrooms in the house hasn't been affected by the smell yet and locks himself inside of it. And then Brent gets angry and punches down the door. Some fan didn't like this for some reason and decided to send the video to their landlord, which led him to watch other videos of them destroying the house, and understandably evicts them from the iconic house. This person was dubbed as Zikant by James in the video where they are moving out of the house, and it is still a running gag among the fans.
You fucking cunt. You're a cunt. Have you guys called this person a cunt yet? No, you gotta call him a cunt. You gotta call him a cunt. What are you two gotta call him a cunt? You wanna call him a cunt? You wanna call him a cunt on the camera? You're a fucking cunt, dude. Fuck you, cunt. Because of the cunt. Because of the cunt. But cunts just aren't rational.
Fortunately, they were already planning on moving to LA already, so they weren't completely lost. But that wasn't supposed to happen for another couple months, so in the meantime they filmed in James's house for a week or so and then moved to a makeshift barn while they were organizing their place in LA. There wasn't that much the barn had to offer, so with a lack of heating and problems with the equipment, it led to mostly Nintendo Switch content. During this trying barn time, Brett put up an announcement on Twitter saying that Aaron had left the group, with Alex later on going to tell us that Aaron had been fired or let go, but didn't tell us why. Then in April, the warehouse in LA was finally ready, and they headed out to what they called their new permanent location for Couch Shop, HQ. This was also the month where Lindsay joined the group during the move and Jarrell's internship ended during the move. Also, this is the month where Alex and Trevor went blonde. I feel like that's something that's too important not to mention, so you're welcome. The crew started settling into the warehouse and also setting fire to it, and things went quite smoothly for a while, with the same content that fans loved being made. Jacob with a K was introduced as a member around this time, and Jacob with a C is hired as an intern in July, but leaves in September. Matt joins the group in early November, and a lot of fans are very happy with these additions. But sadly, this is also the year that Joe announces that he's going to leave to go back to college. This saddened a lot of fans, especially those who had been there since the Creature age. But the show goes on, and the content continues to be made. They start their series Photoshop Battles in early 2018, which becomes another fan favorite series, and Abby and Alec are hired somewhere around the same time. I should also mention that it was sometimes around here where John was also hired as an editor, but I don't know exactly when that was. Sorry, John. Anyways, Anna announced she's leaving in February of 2018 as she wanted to move back to Colorado to be with her family. And in this month, Trevor also announced he is leaving, or as he called it, taking an indefinite vacation. Both of these departures shook fans even more, especially considering they were longtime members and it happened so close to the departure of Joe. But once again, the crew continues to try to make the same old enjoyable content, including Trevor's own series,
Whoa, that's a Let's Play!
as a nice farewell to his beloved presence on CouchUp. Then, in September of 2018, Abby's internship ended, and around the same time, a now deleted podcast by the title of Un Réveillon à Jeu was released, which was basically an hour-and-a-half chat about the firing of Asher. They discussed the poor work ethic of Asher in depth while he wasn't there to defend himself, which was not received well by viewers. A lot of people thought it was horribly mean and unprofessional of them to do it this way, which is a fair criticism considering the podcast was literally 1 hour of them chatting shit about someone who they had fired. Asher then made a now deleted Twitter post in which he said he was in a very dark time of his life during the lead up to him being let go. He claimed that despite CouchUp being his dream job and that he enjoyed it thoroughly, it was a very toxic work and living environment. Due to his friends and fellow editors like Joe, Anna, and Trevor leaving, it made it hard for him to keep up his enthusiasm. It is possible that Asher and Alex didn't end on good terms, as Alex made a mocking remark towards Asher's toxic statement in the Halloween skit Demonetized.
You know, LA's pretty famous for its fires. That's why all of our employees keep leaving.
I thought it was a toxic work environment.
No, it's the fires.
Also, I would like to be clear, I completely took the last part word for word from the CouchUp wiki because it's worded far better than I could. Okay, that's all, thank you. Once again, the crew continued to make content, and although some viewers found it a little different with some familiar faces missing, there was still some quality ass content being made. Things are going somewhat smooth until one fateful night on January 2019, when James takes a spill while trying to go down a ramp on a skateboard for a video. He broke his ankle in 2 places and dislocated his shoulder, and despite that asked, "Did it look good?"
Did it look alright?
He stopped showing up in videos, obviously because he needed time to recover, bar 1 or 2 in which he came to visit the warehouse. Then, March of 2019 rolled around, and that's when something very sudden that shook the community happened. Alex laughed at my username in an episode of CCTV.
Doggo with Breg. See, this is why I hate to... Just put your real names.
Okay. I'm kidding. You probably know that I'm referring to James announcing his leave from CouchUp. I would play the clip for his reasonings, but the video's like 40 minutes long, so I'll just summarize it. Basically, James said that he had been wanting to and had tried to leave for quite some time, ever since November of 2017 when Joe left, because he had started feeling burned out from it all. He said he had tried to groom Trevor into taking his place as the frontman with Alex, but obviously that didn't go to plan when Trevor left a couple months later. So he decided to try and just finish the year and see how he felt. But he felt the same and felt more pressured by being in the public eye constantly. This was obviously upsetting to a lot of people, but they were understanding that James needed to put his mental health first. Once James broke the news of his leaving, Alex put up a video on the CouchUp channel, just reiterating the news and saying that CouchUp is going to keep going until the lease is up at the end of the year. The journey from that point until the end of the year was an interesting one, with some people leaving due to lack of James, while others on the complete opposite side of the spectrum thought this was the best content so far. My personal take on this era is that some gems were definitely created, and even though it didn't really seem like some people involved in filming were into it, I definitely appreciate them even taking the time to continue to make content for us. Fast forward to April. Alec and Jacob decide to make their own channel separate from CouchUp, named Off Canny. A lot of the CouchUp fans were very supportive of this channel. Then came September of 2019 when an armed robbery took place in the warehouse. Luckily no one was in the warehouse at the time, so no one was hurt, but thousands of dollars worth of stuff was taken. Following that, Alec left the group with the intention to make Off Canny his top priority. And not about a month later, Lindsay also left the group, saying she took the ending of the channel as a new chance to find new opportunities. And she found one over at Funhouse, which is ironic considering a running joke on CouchUp was how the crew wanted Funhouse to hire them instead of CouchUp.
Whoa!
What the fuck?
Trevor says, Cow Chop doesn't pay me enough to buy a car, so I own these. Please hire me, Funhouse.
Only 2 days after Lindsay's announcement, Matt went onto a community Facebook page for Cow Chop and posted a lengthy post about how he didn't feel appreciated enough in the group, not getting a lot of camera time and not being credited properly when he did appear. Cow Chop tracked on for the last month, with all of their fans sadly awaiting their end. And eventually, the 31st of December rolled around and Cow Chop uploaded a final Forbes interview, leaving the channel as they started.
When it's on its way. So I said I was going and I went. And I never found what I wanted to get. But I found that it's true, you are what you do. I said I was going and I went.
And that is where the story of Cow Chop reaches its end. A sad end, but an understandable one at that. I've never been good at outros, so take this shitty excuse for a transition to the ending. Cow Chop is, and probably will always be, my favorite YouTube channel. I think they brought something really unique to the table, and they didn't make anything I didn't enjoy. Well, okay, maybe a bit towards the end, but for the most part it was fantastic. And though they had their ups and downs, and a bit of a premature ending, in my opinion, I'm forever grateful for how much better they made my life. Just like I did with the Creatures video I made. I went onto the Cow Chop Reddit and asked people for their favorite moments, to round off the video on a good note. Subscribe for more content like this if you're interested, and thank you for watching. I'd once again like to reiterate that this is just a tribute, and I'm not trying to hurt any fans or members with this video. It's just me using my favorite creative outlet to say thank you to Cow Chop. That being said, if Afghani ever breaks off, I will sob. I can't handle any more of this pain. Did I do it? Can I go home now? Please? Yeah? Okay, good. Okay, that's the end of the video, guys. Bye-bye.